in regards to Shedeur and Dillon. Dillon's not going to interfere. Dillon's not going to be calling the coach. Dillon's not going to be commenting about Shedeur while he's in Colorado. Lou, I think there's a lot of just fake news out there.
Barry just flipped the whole script, and nobody saw it coming. He jumped Shedeur Sanders ahead of Dillon Gabriel, sliding him from third string all the way into the number 2 spot overnight. That's not just a small shuffle. That's a power move with serious meaning. And here's the wild part. Barry isn't doing this by accident. He's riding with Shedeur on purpose. Since day one, he's been the lone voice inside the Browns front office pushing for Shedeur to wear that Cleveland jersey. We all saw the hints during preseason. Andrew Barry wanted Shedeur to shine in the NFL, no matter the cost.
Really, really good.
Yeah, cool.
Proud of you.
Cool.
Really, really nice job.
You're not fully proud, kinda.
I'm
Kinda proud.
Look, for the flip side, was a perfect no, but you made plays, you operated.
From the draft on, Barry's energy was loud. You could see the frustration on his face when the early round slipped away without Shedeur's name being called. Word is, he pushed hard for a first or second round grab, but when that didn't happen, he didn't back down. By the 5th round, he snatched control of the room, leaned on Haslam, and made the call that shocked everyone. Sign Shedeur Sanders. And let's be real, Barry didn't just pitch Shedeur as a quarterback. He sold him as a star. He talked about his football skills, sure, but he also hyped up Shedeur's stock in the media game. That's what sealed it. Shedeur saw the vision, heard the confidence, and locked in with the Browns. From that very second, the media spotlight swung his way, and Cleveland had a new face of the franchise. Look at the moves since then. The Browns even shipped Kenny Pickett out, cutting down the competition and clearing the runway for Shedeur to take off. No smoke, no mirrors. All eyes shifted straight to him. And after that eye-popping preseason debut, Andrew Barry made it personal. He walked right up to Shedeur in front of everybody and told him how proud he was.
Shedeur he's a very impressive young man. He's poised, he's calm, he's smart. You can tell that he's been raised by, really quite honestly, a Hall of Fame dad. It was, look, we're going to get to know him even more over the course of the spring, but, he's really impressive.
That wasn't just a pat on the back. That was a loud and clear message. This is our guy. This is our future. It was a public declaration that the Browns aren't just betting on Shedeur Sanders. They're building the whole show around him. Listen up. Andrew Barry's gamble on Shedeur Sanders is already looking like pure genius. Media heavyweights are lining up to co-sign his decision, and none louder than Mary Kay Cabot. She flat out said Shedeur is the reason the Cleveland Browns are even worth talking about right now, despite a rough season that could have buried them in silence. Cabot didn't sugarcoat it either. Without Shedeur's presence, his energy, and those flashes of talent, the Browns would have sunk into irrelevance. But because of him, Cleveland's still in headlines, still in the conversations, and still on the radar. That's not just hype. That's proof Barry's bold call was dead on. And Cabot pushed it further. She made it clear Shedeur isn't just a name-bringing buzz. He's a quarterback loaded with raw potential that the Browns cannot afford to waste.
Really, really good.
Yeah, cool.
Proud of you.
Cool.
Really, really nice job.
You're not fully proud, kinda.
I'm
Kinda
proud.
proud.
Look, for the flip side, it was a perfect no, but you made plays, you operated, it's just stacking.
I love when you tell the facts, dude. You know, but it's okay. It's okay.
Listen, you did a nice job.
She urged the team to give him a legitimate shot to run this thing, stressing that his upside is far too high to ignore. Even if it doesn't pan out, the payoff right now outweighs the risk. That's a gamble Cleveland simply has to ride with. But here's where it gets wild. During that shaky preseason game when critics were ready to tear Shedeur apart, Barry didn't blink. Instead of letting the excuses pile up, he shook the whole system. Out of nowhere, he yanked the entire offensive line that had been protecting Shedeur. Nobody saw that coming, and the move sent shockwaves through the locker room and the front office. That wasn't just about football, that was a statement. Barry was showing everyone, from coaches to fans, that Shedeur is too valuable to leave hanging out to dry. It screamed that the Browns are fully committed to giving him every fair chance to succeed, no matter what it takes. And just when people thought Barry might cool off, he doubled down, proving his loyalty to Shedeur is deeper than anyone expected. Barry's move wasn't just about swapping out an offensive line, it was a loud warning shot.
It was too much value to pass up there, a developmental quarterback that they could take a look at and just kind of see what they had. And if it didn't work out,
he wanted accountability, demanded real change, and made it crystal clear that Shedeur Sanders would not be thrown into a setup built for failure. This wasn't just a personnel shift. It was one of the boldest shakeups in Cleveland's roster moves in years, proving Barry's trust in Shedeur runs deep. But here's the thing, this isn't just about one player. Barry's chess moves are shaping the Browns' entire quarterback future.
I don't concern myself with outside type of things, but I'm committed to his development, just like all of our rookies. So we'll continue to focus on getting our guys better. And that's what we'll stay committed to, and that's what's important to me.
With Dillon Gabriel battling physical limitations and Kenny Pickett already shipped out, the Browns know they need a quarterback who can actually handle the league's brutal demands. After leaning on veterans like Joe Flacco just to stay afloat, the front office is locked in on getting this decision right for the long haul. And the shockwaves don't stop there. Kevin Stefanski, the very coach who once threw shade at Shedeur and downplayed his potential, just flipped the script. Out of nowhere, Stefanski is now publicly backing Shedeur, promising to support his growth and development no matter what critics say. That's a huge shift in tone, especially since Stefanski was one of the loudest voices questioning whether Shedeur even belonged in the conversation. What changed? Simple. Kenny Pickett's gone, and the spotlight is hotter than ever on Shedeur Sanders. His physicality, his natural swagger, and the way he carries himself on the field are giving him the edge over Dillon Gabriel, who's still facing doubts about his size. Suddenly, Shedeur isn't just in the mix, he's looking like the most complete option the Browns have. And if that wasn't enough pressure, former NFL star DJ Houshmandzadeh has now chimed in, throwing gasoline on the fire. He made it clear that the heat on Stefanski is building fast, and all of it ties back to Barry's bold gamble on Shedeur Sanders. If this move pays off, Barry looks like a visionary. But if it flops, the whole front office could be under fire for betting the franchise on a fifth-round shock pick. Houshmandzadeh didn't hold back. He straight up warned that the spotlight on Cleveland's quarterback room is only getting hotter, and Kevin Stefanski doesn't have the wiggle room to mess this up anymore. Every snap, every lineup choice, every word about Shedeur Sanders is under a microscope, and if Stefanski keeps limiting him or brushing him off, it could cost him more than just wins. It could cost him his job. Fans are watching close, and the front office is even closer. TJ spelled it out. If Stefanski tries to hold Shedeur back, the backlash will be brutal. The pressure is already building, and Andrew Barry's unshakable commitment to Shedeur means the leash is shorter than ever. This isn't just about play calling, it's about survival. And let's not forget how we got here. From Barry's first push to draft Shedeur, to the way he shook up the roster during preseason, every move has screamed one thing: this is our quarterback of the future. That dedication has flipped the Browns' depth chart upside down and forced heavy hitters like Stefanski to change their tune.
I don't concern myself with outside type of things, but I'm committed to his development, just like all of our rookies. So we'll continue to focus on getting our guys better. And that's what we'll stay committed to, and that's what's important to me.
What used to be doubts and dismissals about Shedeur's potential has now transformed into a high-stakes fight for control, with Barry's influence dominating the narrative. Now the tension is crystal clear. Stefanski is stuck at a crossroads. On one side, his coaching philosophy and the old-school approach he's always leaned on. On the other side, the reality that Shedeur Sanders has the full weight of Barry, the fans, and the media behind him. If Stefanski slips up even once, the consequences could be career-altering, because in Cleveland right now, the message couldn't be louder. Shedeur isn't just a prospect. He's the future, and there's no turning back. The entire future of Cleveland's quarterback room could come down to how Kevin Stefanski handles this storm. With Andrew Barry standing firm behind Shedeur Sanders, the pressure is cranked all the way up, and every choice Stefanski makes in the next few months could decide if this rise turns into a dynasty or crashes into disaster. Think about it. Barry's all in on Shedeur, no hesitation. But is it smart to bet this much on a young quarterback who's still proving himself? Some say it's visionary. Others call it reckless. And now with Stefanski switching gears after being one of Shedeur's loudest critics, the whole situation feels even more tense. Was his change of heart genuine or just survival mode kicking in? This is bigger than just football. It's about power, trust, and reputation inside the Browns' walls. If Shedeur thrives, Barry looks like the mastermind who saved the franchise. But if it blows up, Stefanski might not be the only one facing heat. So here's the real question. Do you think Andrew Barry's gamble is exactly what Cleveland needs? Or is this too much weight on one young quarterback's shoulders? And could all this pressure actually sharpen Shedeur into a superstar, or drag the team down with him? Now, drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get this debate going. And if you're rocking with this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, share this with your people, and subscribe for more. Because this Browns saga is only getting crazier.